Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh my God, I bet Ricky could eat more than all of you.
Oh, he ate some wings. I had a buffalo chicken sandwich.
You had what?
Buffalo chicken wrap.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Which
spectacular.
Buffalo Wild Wings did you go to? Isn't there like 20 of them?
Yeah, it's in Dearborn.
Oh, okay. I did see that you were just at Dearborn.
Yeah, now we're going to Redford to listen to a guy complain about his yard.
I'm sorry.
And then we're probably going to go into the yard to get gas and heading home.
Seems like you should get gas and then go to Redford.
Can't. It's too early to quit.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can't.
Gotcha.
We can't because then we'd be done too early.
Yeah, Rick just told me.
Yeah. Oh man.
You okay, babe?
Went down the wrong pipe.
My first sip of coffee, I always do that with. Maybe not my first, but it's within the first 3 sips. Did Annie tell you that she got a job offer?
No. She just texted me. I haven't looked at it.
And it's just, it's $3 an hour more.
Yeah.
But she said it was really cool. It was an old church, and they built like a rock wall and a gym, and they have a pottery area and a kiln. And
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
oh, so she did tell you about it.
She texted it. I saw the first
okay.
text. She's texted me
Then
like
we got the same text.
she texted me like 3 more times. I haven't read those.
There are pictures of Zadie. She must not want to be an elephant because she was wearing they have trunk or treat this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one of Eli is hysterical. He's a cowboy, but he's got one of those stick horses. It looks like he's sticking it up his crotch. It was pretty funny. So this day's going by fast for you, not me.
Yeah, it's not too bad today.
Full cat shit, puke when I woke up,
Yeah.
just nastiness all the time.
Yeah, we had to make a run to Lowe's. Rick was going to have an explosion.
I'm having that problem too.
And then we got there and I had to have an explosion too.
Oh jeez. Mine wasn't an explosion.
Neither was mine.
It's just not solid.
Either was Rick's. But he had to go bad. So we had to hurry.
Yeah.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
It's so funny because you just know how that feels.
Exactly. It's hard not to laugh.
I know. I don't know what I'll eat today. I gotta call my mom. She's yelled at me last night.
Why? What'd you do now?
Nothing. She asked me if I ate, and I said no. And she said, if you die because of that, I'll be so pissed off. I just got about 5 texts too myself.
From Annie?
Probably. Either that or they're junk. Nobody else texts me.
Oh, we want the map.
So I'm guessing. Alright, well, I'll let you guys go.
Alright. We'll talk to you a little
See
later.
ya. Alright.
Alright. Love you.
Love ya.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
There, back on stage. scheduled now that she's got to call Nana Joe.
here we go, boys. Last week it was announced that next year the NFL will have a game on Black Friday. That's right, the day after Thanksgiving. There's never been a game, an NFL game on that day before. It's going to be a 3 p.m. game streamed on Amazon Prime. I can only imagine, guys, this is going to be a staple for years to come, especially if it's successful. Guys, Gator, is this awesome or is this too much? I need a break.
I gotta tell you, as much as I'd like to think that it's awesome because we all love football, more football than football, I don't. Football. Yeah, I don't like this at all because we already have 3 games on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and that's great, right? We love Thanksgiving; it's a tradition here. We know what it's like. I don't want to see even more football than again on Friday, and then I mean it's already diluted for Sunday. Friday for me, that's college football. College has a full schedule of games. There's like 15 games this year on Black Friday. So stop infringing on the territory of college football. I like to keep my league separate.
I love the NFL as well, but guess what? I'm not watching this game. I'm not watching a Friday.
You're making a stand?
I'm not watching that game. I'm watching Iowa, Nebraska, which is an annual Friday game. I loved. There used to be Texas A&M in Texas, but that got killed because college football's stupid.
Well, this year they got Baylor in Texas.
Baylor, Texas is a good game. They used to have Colorado, Nebraska. That got killed because college football's stupid.
NC State, North Carolina this year coming top 25.
They got Florida State. Don't they play that day?
They got Florida State.
Okay, I'm watching college football that day. So, and I love the NFL, but I'm with you, man. That's
back up, big man.
I'm torn, guys. I don't need it, but I'm gonna watch it. So I am part of the problem. You guys can actually say, hey, I'm not contributing to this. I'm watching something else. Me, I can say this sucks. They shouldn't do it, but it really doesn't matter because if I watch it, that's what really matters the most, and I'm helping the problem, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm sorry.
another football question.
All right, John. Both the Bucs and Packers, the Buccaneers and Packers are 3-4, and both Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers do not look like former NFL MVPs. Who made the bigger mistake? Tom Brady coming back for another year, or Rodgers coming back to the Packers?
Okay, I want to state, it's their lives. You can do whatever you want with them. If you want to keep playing far beyond your prime, and when your team isn't competitive, you have every right to do so. It's your living, if that's your passion, whatever. But from a football legacy standpoint, and from a marriage standpoint, the bigger mistake was made by Tom Brady. It's hard to argue that football didn't play a role what appears to be a breakup with his wife, Giselle. So I'm going to say him, but I'm also going to say, from a football legacy standpoint, let's just stop and say, bravo, Drew Brees. Bravo. You walked away at the right time.
Stay away.
Yep.
Well, I think they both make colossal mistakes here. And you're right. I don't know what the personal lives are like. I can't project what my morality would be on any situation. If I were, I would say both Brady and Fluid because you just ruined your marriage and you wrecked the family for a little bit here, and that's not good news. But I don't know what his situation is. When he chose to come back, he knows what the consequences are, so that's his own business. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, he controlled the situation whenever he wanted. I think Rodgers made the bigger mistake. He knew what he was getting into going back to Green Bay without all those receiver help. He's got this weird relationship with the coach that doesn't seem like it's good. He could have held out and forced a trade to get to a better option like Denver and go back with his old cohort, which is what Denver was hoping was going to happen. So he's the one that screwed it up. He's back in Green Bay now. Spotlight's on him. Green Bay sucks, and now he's the one who's starting to point fingers. Big mistake, Aaron Rodgers.
So for me, on the field, it's Rodgers. What were you doing? You lost your number one receiver, not just your number one receiver, one of the best, if not the best receiver in the league. Off the field, Tom Brady made the bigger mistake because his family looks like it's falling apart. So what do I choose as who made the bigger mistake overall?
Plug your phone in quick.
Lose your family, or not lose your family, but lose your marriage.
That was quick.
You better at least win the Super Bowl, and that don't look like a real possibility at all right now. So I think Brady made a bigger mistake out of the two.
Football.
All right, sticking with Rodgers, he's come out and said this week that maybe some players should be benched, essentially, and other players should be playing. Do you like this brutal honesty and this type of approach, or should he be not making this publicly announcing and calling out teammates?
I got to tell you, if I were a Green Bay guy,
Oh,
my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't care.
It is game.
I think that I think
In 1 mile,
fans love
make a
the
U-turn.
brutal honesty, but the brutal truth is you don't call out your teammates in public. You don't do that. You want to do that, you go into the locker room and you call them out. You stand up in front of everybody. You let them know what goes on. You want to go behind closed doors and talk to a coach and say, look, confidentially speaking, here's what I think is going on. Go ahead. But you don't air your dirty laundry in public.
If I were one of his teammates and I were a receiver, for instance, I might say, yeah, I might be playing better. If you were at OTAs, or if you didn't skip any mini camp, like, I think this is...
But would you say that in public?
I wouldn't say it in public, okay? But they have every right to do so now. Aaron Rodgers is calling out people when you weren't around, okay? If you want to suddenly parachute in late, and it wasn't that late, but to skip some stuff and then play leader and tell everybody else they're not doing their job, you weren't at
Go
work.
past this light, then use the
You weren't
left
at
lane
work.
to make a
You weren't
U-turn.
there.
Guys, my thought on this is Rodgers is, I think he's walking into that territory of old man who says whatever he wants at this point. He doesn't care, right? I mean,
Doesn't care.
You honestly shouldn't do this. You shouldn't. But as a fan of every other team besides the Packers, because I love to see the Packers implode, I love this entertainment. But yeah, you shouldn't do this. I wouldn't want my quarterback doing this with his teammates.
More football questions.
According to ESPN, there are mumblings that the head coach of the Broncos, Nathaniel Hackett, may be coaching for his job this Sunday versus the Jags. If the Broncos lose, should they fire him? Should they fire Nathaniel Hackett?
He's probably fired if they win. I mean, I think this thing was doomed from the beginning. He was brought in from the Packers to bring Aaron Rodgers with him. And when that didn't happen, they should have said, hey, the ink's not dry, man. We're going another direction. Like, this has been, it's been a disaster. That was a team that won the offseason, and it has been a disaster. Should he be fired? I mean, I don't know what good it does them to fire him now, unless they got somebody in-house. See, I think firing like this allows you to take a look at an interim guy that you might be interested in. So that would be the only way I'd fire him.
Yeah, I have a real hard time firing somebody after, 7 games into the tenure. Obviously, they didn't get the quarterback that they expected to get, but they got a really good quarterback. It's just a bad fit right now. Can they find a way? If you're a brilliant offensive mind, like people think Nathaniel Hackett is, if you're a brilliant offensive mind, then go ahead and fix this problem. I mean, right now, Russell Wilson's, he's probably out of this game, right? It is listed as questionable.
Well, he's game time probably decision.
Okay, so maybe you
In
don't
1 mile, turn right
because
onto
if you're playing
Centralia
it's very
Street.
questionable. Maybe that's not the best team to put that foot forward. But I think you got to give it time. You're not even halfway through the season. Look back last year with the Lions. Offense for the first half of the season looked terrible, right? Dan Campbell says, enough of Anthony Lynn. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to call plays. I think if Hackett does something like that, I don't know who's calling plays in Denver now, if it's him, but they need to take a closer look at that.
For me, I'm usually with you, Gator. You got to give a guy time generally. Not in this scenario. This is the exception to the rule. Nathaniel Hackett wasn't brought here to, for a rebuild. They were winning right now, and he looks like a disaster. Has no clue what to do as a head coach. Let him go now, and maybe it sparks the team. If they lose to the Jags, their season could be done.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Football questions.
NFL trade deadline is November 1st. Give me a trade that will happen.
All right. I've seen the Packers trading for a wide receiver, and that wide receiver being former Detroit Lion, Marvin Jones. I think they go and talk to Jacksonville. I don't think he can come at too high of a price for Jacksonville's this rebuilding team. They're a young team. It's nice to have Marvin Jones there so he can help the younger guys out, but he's not a long-term solution. He's a quality wide receiver. Go get him.
I see the Packers trading for a wide receiver.
Go past
And
this
that wide
light,
receiver is
then turn right onto Centralia
Denver's
Street.
Jerry Jeudy.
No, that's a big
I know.
one.
Denver has apparently started shopping.
They're getting
everybody.
ready
They
to
want
put new
some draft
asphalt
capital
in.
back that they gave up to get Russell. And if Jerry Jeudy's available, I think Denver, in a desperate move, gives up a first and a third to go get Jerry Jeudy. He's young. He was a first-round pick. And I think they can get a couple of draft picks back and move along.
All right, I got the LA Rams. They missed out on McCaffrey. They go after Kareem Hunt. They don't have a fourth-round pick this year. If they get desperate, they give up a third-round pick. Or they convince the Browns to take their fourth-round pick in 2024. But you know how they feel. F them picks. They need to make a move. Their window is right now. They need a running back. like I said, missed out on CMC. Go get Kareem Hunt from the Browns.
I have a fever, and the only cure is more football questions.
So according to Russell Wilson, he was doing knee highs up and down the aisle during the team's 8-hour flight to London. Guys, where does this rank on list of annoying people on planes?
Oh, it ranks very high, but I'll say this. I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. We'll play the soundbite later. Russell Wilson loves to tell everybody how dedicated he is, but he makes stuff up. He had the comment that he scouted every receiver available in the draft for at least a day, each one of them. There were 28 receivers drafted. So let's conservatively say there were 50 plus.
The destination is on your left. 17217
Scouting
Centralia
wide
Street.
receivers, one per day. And you didn't do, I mean, he said I watched 2 hours of film, I did knee highs.